So tomorrow I'm going to be doing a shift at a music venue, working as the in-house engineer. Something I've not done for a few years now. So back in 2012 when I graduated university, I started working at this venue, which is called Corporation in Sheffield. It's where I did my placement year while I was at uni as well. It's where I learnt to do live sound, and I worked there for a few years, pretty much full time, before I started transitioning to kind of full-time touring engineer basically, which is what I've been doing for the past 6 years, I guess. Wow, old. But yeah, I've always said to the venue, keep me on your sheet, let me know if you need cover for anything, and if I'm back from tour at that particular time and I'm not too busy, then I don't mind coming down and doing a shift. So that's kind of what happened this week. One of the gigs that was supposed to be in the little room kind of got upgraded to the bigger room, which means it needs 2 sound engineers, it needs a front house and a monitors. So I said, yeah, I'll jump on that, and that's going to be tomorrow on the Friday. And then also turns out that the engineer that's supposed to be doing a shift on the Saturday in the little room, he just got COVID, so I'm going to be covering that shift as well. So 2 shifts in 1 weekend. Lucky me. But I just sat down to start packing my bag ready for tomorrow, and I thought I'd just grab my camera, kind of show you what I'm packing, and maybe I'll try and film some bits tomorrow and on Saturday while I'm at the gig. Show you kind of the setup there and what I do when I'm working as an in-house engineer. So yeah, let's pack my bag. So this is the bag I'll take with me. It's a really cheap one from Amazon, little travel backpack with a laptop space at the front, a nice big compartment in the middle, and a little organisation bit in the front pocket. Good little bag, I'll leave it linked down below. It's good for when you're not taking too much stuff with you. You just want a nice light backpack that will carry everything and organise it a little bit better. I think it was £20 or something, but it just works quite well for when I'm just doing stuff where I don't need to take much with me. It's got a laptop section of my headphones and stuff, and then a nice little organisation bit at the front. So I recommend. So first thing that's going in is going to be my MacBook. If you do any emails in the day, or if you need to pull up any tech specs, or maybe if you need to play any music or look at any files, laptop. Always good to have with you. So this backpack's got a little section at the back. I slide it in there, and then just remember to pack the charger as well. Okay, so the next thing that I want to pack is headphones. Trusty headphones. Always need these. Never do a show without them. So inside this little travel case, my Audio-Technica M50s. Recently got these ones that are in lantern glow orange. Let me know what you think of these ones, but I kind of like them, especially when you're mixing in a dark room. There's not much light. You can kind of see where they are to grab them a bit easier. I also have the black ones. I've got the black ones here, which are great. They sound exactly the same, but just when I'm working a live show, to be able to grab them and see where they are, I thought the orange ones are quite nice. So, zip those up and stick them in the main compartment in the back. And to go along with those, I'm also going to take along my in-ears. I'm not sure if I'm doing front house or monitors tomorrow. I'll just let the other engineer decide on the day, whichever one they prefer to do. But I always like to take my in-ears. These are from Cosmic Ears. Custom moulded to my ears. If I'm doing monitors, just means I've got a bit more isolation on stage. I can hear what's going on. If I need to fine tune something that's going wrong, they're great. Whereas the bigger headphones are good just to grab and put on really quick. But yeah, put them in the front section. Now, something you always need to take with you to every show, especially working as an in-house engineer. Get away with it a little bit more if you're touring. You can just ask to borrow other people's, but if you're in-house, you kind of need it. There's electrical tape. Take some black with me just in case I need to tape some cables together, whatever needs to be inconspicuous, or for taping cables at the end of the night, leaving the venue nice and tidy. Once I put all the cables away, tape them up so they're nice for the next person. But then also light coloured tape for labelling. I think the last time I worked there, the monitor desk was a big analog desk, so I need to label my channels, so I'll probably use yellow or green. Take those 2 colours, they're easy to write on and you'll be able to see what it says. And it's also good to label XLR cables and stuff, because if I'm going to be swapping any cables out between bands, it's good to keep track of what's what by labelling them correctly and not getting confused. So for the taping, to go along with the tape we need some Sharpies, so let me find some of those. Found some Sharpies. These are your standard Sharpie fine points, just for writing on the tape. Get those in there. And to go along with those, I'm also going to take a ballpoint pen. This is good for writing down channel lists and stuff of the bands, because if you don't really know them, and just writing down what input is going to be what instrument, where it's going. It's nice to write it down with an actual ballpoint pen. Sometimes the Sharpie smudges and you can't read it properly, so sheet paper with the channel list on the side, write down any notes with a ballpoint pen. Old school. And then in this bag, there's actually a little pen holder section in the organised bit at the front. Don't know if you can see that, but slot them in there. In there. Also going to take along this multi-tool that I've had for many years now. It's by Stanley. I think it was like 10 or 15 pounds on Amazon. If I can find it, I'll leave it linked in the description. I'll try and leave everything linked down below if you want to check it out. But yeah, I think it was about 15 pounds. I got it like 10 years ago. It's a pair of pliers, screwdrivers, attachments, some blades and stuff. Always comes in handy if you need to like loosen any microphone clip adapters and stuff. Super cheap, so if I lost it I wouldn't actually mind. Yeah, I know a lot of people who like have expensive Leathermans or Gerbers and stuff, and when they cost a lot, I'm just scared to use them. I'm scared to take them out, so I kind of like this one. Not that attached to it, but it's functional and it works. And it's going in the bag. And to go along with that, I've also got a knife. It's a pretty new addition to my bag. This is good for like cutting any like rope or tape or anything, or if any boxes need opening. I'm your man. Actually, I think the last thing I used this for was cutting a lime backstage to make a gin and tonic. So I need to clean the blade a little bit, but handy. And yeah, okay. Where is it? So I was going to pack my torch next, but I think I've lost it. Bought a new torch like last month for a show. Still got the box, anchor torch. It's one that I've been using for a while, but I kind of left my old one at a venue when I was doing a show. So I ended up buying a new one, the exact same one, Anchor Boulder. I don't know why I still got the box. I think I opened it and then just thrown it down here. But now I can't find the torch, so I think I lost it at the one show that I've done in the past 2 months. I won't take that, but yeah, this one, I recommend it, it's pretty good. It's a rechargeable one, charged by micro USB, nice and bright, quite lightweight. But if I can't take that one, I think I've got a spare one somewhere. Yeah, I've got an old Anchor, it's just got batteries in it, a couple of AA's. Doesn't work, good. There we go. Yeah, always good to have a torch, dark on stage, see what you're doing, especially when the band's playing. If you need to get on to fix any cables or anything, always take a torch so you can kind of see the area that you're looking at and what you're doing. This one's good, I recommend. Yeah, I think that's kind of it. I'll probably take a good little addition, little Chili's water bottle. It's a really small one, it's like, I think it's 350 millilitres. I used to have one of the bigger ones, like I think it's 650 millilitres, and I always see these adverts for like litre or 1.5 litre bottles. And I just never use them because it's too big to carry around. I'm just carrying around this big old heavy bottle of water all day. Whereas this one, it's just slightly bigger than a can of Coke. Fits in the side of the bag nicely. Can even fit in like the inside pocket of my coat, or like it'll fit in my hoodie and not be too like intrusive. Yeah, I recommend a small water bottle. If I can find a link to this one, I will. Keeps it cold for a while, and then I know it's only small, but by the time you've drank the water that's in there, I'll probably be at the venue, and then I'll just top it up from a tap or drinking water from somewhere. Small bottle. Ah yes, the other thing I'll take is my like cable organizer. In here I'll just have a few different cables. So an adapter from USB-C to USB-A, SD card, HDMI, just in case it's needed, and then just a few different cables, USB-C, micro USB, all that. My laptop charger and my phone charger will fit in here as well, so I'll take that along. And then I think I'm also going to take this little camera that I've got, this little Zoom Q2N 4K. I got this like maybe about a year ago now for filming like front of house videos. Microphone on the top's like an XY Zoom microphone, so it sounds really good. So I can get like a nice clear recording of the show that I'm mixing. The lens isn't the greatest, it records in 4K, but it's not the best quality. But I'll just take this along just in case I want to record anything while I'm at the gig tomorrow. It saves me taking this setup with me. Take this, and I record some bits on my phone as well, so I'll take these with me, try and get some shots tomorrow. And to go along with this, I'll take the little tripod stand that I've got, that this camera's on right now. The little Manfrotto stand, just putting it down somewhere. I'll insert a picture here. That's what that tripod looks like. Yeah, that's kind of it for my bag. If I think of anything else later, I'll insert it after this section. But if not, then we'll go straight to the gig and see what's going on. So yeah, see if we have some fun working in-house. So here we are on stage at Sheffield Corporation. I'll be mixing monitors today using this big old analog Midas console. So let's see if I can remember how to set everything up. So here we are on the main stage at Corporation, and across the front of the stage we have 3 pairs of wedges that are all linked together. And then over here we've got some of the drum mics already set up waiting for the band to arrive. Then over here we've got the drum fill, which is the sub, and 2 tops that are on a wheeled unit so we can move it around with support bands. And then down here we have our main stage box where all the inputs come into, and this splits off to the front of house console and up to the monitor console, into this fan out of 48 XLR cables that are all plugged into the back of the monitor desk. And then around here is a little space for me to stand. I've got a little wedge down there so I can PFL and listen to anything on stage. And then here we have my graphic EQs that I've EQ'd using an SM58, and they're quite hot around the 5K area, so there's quite a big dip there, but they sound pretty decent, so it should be a good show. Here's my desk all ready to go. Everything's reset, and we just need to label up some channels, so let's do that. Hey, what's up? This is Editing James from the future. I just realised I didn't really film anything explaining this band setup, so I thought I'd just insert that here now. The band were running a little bit late on the day, so we double checked with them that the tech spec that they'd sent was all correct, and it was. And it turns out that they didn't really need me as a monitor engineer at all. They kind of submix all their own in-ears on stage. All the instruments and vocals all go through these little mic split boxes, so they can then send the signals back to their unit and mix everyone's ears from that. But the only thing that they needed from me was the drum kit to come into my console, and then I kind of like submixed down a mono drum stem of the full kit, sent that to the drummer, and then he kind of mixed that in and blended it with the mixers that they already had in their in-ear units. That's what I'm going to be labeling up now. It's just the drum kit. That's all I'm taking care of for the headline band. And then the 2 support bands was just me doing everything, the full channel list, drums, bass, guitars, vocals, any other little bits. So we did that for both support bands. But I just thought I'd let you know that now, just so you're not wondering why I'm just labeling the drum kit and just checking that. But yeah, and then supports everything. So let's get back to the day. So according to the band's tech spec, we've got kick in, kick out, snare top, snare bottom, hi-hats, then we have 3 toms, so we've got a rack tom 1, rack tom 2 and a floor tom, and then some overheads. So I've got 4 analog gates with this desk, so I'm just going to find the insert point for gate number 1. So TRS cable just sends and receives on the same cable, so this is gate 1. I'm going to put that into the insert point of channel 1. So this is my kick in. So I'll get that in there, so I'll send the signal to the gate and then return back to the channel. And then gate number 2 here, I'm going to put on my snare top. with the drum mix.
Everyone else get back someone to speak.
Check. 1, 2. Check. 1, 2.
Yeah, let's try and go for your wedge.
Check. 1, 2. Bit more.
Try that.
1, 2. Check. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Does anyone else want to hear that vocal on stage? Yeah, we'll go on this side.
1, 2. Check. 4.
How's that in the wedge?
1, 2. That's good now, yeah. 1, 2.
If you guys want to play like a verse and a chorus, and then just point at stuff and let me know what you want up or down.
Can I get more of Alfie's vocals on there?
Yeah.
Yeah, can I get a lot more of my vocal?
Yeah.
And maybe a bit of my guitar?
Yeah.
And I mean, yeah, Harry's vocal as well.
Yeah.
One, two. 2. You just try one more time.
Yeah.
Can I have more guitar as well, please?
Yeah, of course.
Mine's alright.
Everyone go on stage?
Yeah. Excellent.
So that's it for this show on the main stage, me mixing monitors. The show seemed to go pretty well. Everyone seemed to be happy with the monitor mixes, so all good there. I was also there the day after, but this video is looking a little bit too long right now, so I'm just gonna leave it here and I'll do the other stuff on another video, so I'll leave that linked up here somewhere in the description. Check it out. And if you're still here at this point, hey, let me know in the comments. Drop a secret word. Let's go with Mixbus. Comment that down below if you're still here at this point. And I'll see you in the next video.